Hello, everyone. My name is Ara An. How are you guys doing today? You guys are doing good? Awesome. I'm excited to be here today. And today, I have a story to share with you guys. I was born in Seoul, Korea. And after 9 months, I went to Osaka, Japan, because my parents are missionaries and my dad is a pastor. And after living there for 10 years and finishing fourth grade, I immigrated to LA, and I've been living in LA ever since. And I gotta say that growing up in Japan was so fun. But the highlight was the amazing people that I met. I met amazing friends and amazing teacher. And I wanna share about my teacher, Miss Kinoshita, who was my third and fourth grade teacher. So Miss Kinoshita, when she learned that I was moving to LA, she made a photo album for me with comments from all of my classmates and comments from faculty as well. And in one class session, she mentioned, guys, you guys know that Ara is from Korea. In history, Japan colonized Korea and did horrible things to them. Miss Kinoshita also came to the airport when I was going to LA, and she gave me a necklace that symbolized protection and charm. And I'm really grateful for her, and I will never forget her. And living as a Korean in Japan had different challenges, but I gotta say that people like that broke the racial tension that I could have had as Korean and made sure that I feel accepted and I have a good time in Japan. So I'm really grateful for people like that. And growing up, I would see Japanese and Korean people who hate on each other without fully understanding the other people's character. And that really hurt me because I saw both sides. So, as I came to LA and saw diverse community, I think that led me to see that we're all product of, this culture that has racism, hatred, that repeat in history constantly. And I realized that I had to remind myself to be conscious of how I see people and judge people. And that naturally led me to have heart for fair representation, equality, and advocacy. Today, I work at City of Los Angeles Census 2020 initiative, and I work for making sure that people get counted, but census is a crucial foundation for fair representation. So I'm really passionate to do the work that I'm doing right now. And I also want to share about my immigrant life. And some of you guys can relate with me. It might not be easy, but there's one experience that I've been through, which is, it could be different from most of you. And it's the fact that my brother has autism. And living with Asian culture, shame culture, it was really hard. And people would say hateful comments, and that would come from teenagers or kids, but it came from full-grown adults too. And it sucks because my brother wasn't born like that because he wanted to, and he deserves everything that you and I equally deserve. And all these hate and action that other people portray really hurt me. But as I matured and I came in peace with all the pain and good memories of my life, I learned to accept my brother. And that was really liberating. So maybe about 4 years ago, it became easier for me to share. And if it wasn't for the experience I had of having an autistic brother, I don't think I would have understood the disabled community, being a family member that has another family member with disability, and I wouldn't be able to talk about awareness about this, right? And I think this is why life story is important, because you can speak out from your experience, and also it's really raw. When I see Lady Gaga, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Mariah Carey, and other celebrities who talk about mental illness, depression, bipolar disorder, and whatnot, I think it's really great because they require huge courage to open up. And it's sad because all of us go through some levels of mental health challenges, starting from stress, loneliness, anxiety, emptiness, FOMO, fear of missing out. We're living a digital age, right? Let's be real. It affects us one way or another. And we also have, some of us have tiger moms on top of that. So life can be hard, right? So we have all these issues that we go through, and I think it's important that we expose more so that it's not shameful anymore, and it's more common and accepted, and we can be there for each other. So, what could be considered as difficulty turned out to be a blessing for me in a way, because what was once a thorn in my life turned out to be a crucial agent that, makes me want to become voice for the voiceless and make sure that the vulnerable of the community gets their voices at the table. And as I wrap up this, speech, I want to share what I read in a storytelling book. And I read that in this digital age with overflowing information, your own story make you so unique that it's your weapon and asset that you have. And that distinguishes you from everybody else. And me, living as a third culture kid with Korean, Japanese, and American culture, and also going through my family situation where I realized the need to share about mental health awareness, that brought me where I am today with, having the heart for community work. And I want to make sure that I share what's important to the community that I'm in at the best of my ability. And I'm so happy to be at Empower Conference today. And I believe that Asian representation is so important, especially in media and government. And as I work in community and government field, people ask me, being in government, political field, it's too much work. But I personally disagree, because it can be so simple as telling friends next to you to vote, sharing about important current events, and also, filling out the census next year, which is coming up. So, just like the celebrities I shared earlier, one by one, they shared about mental health awareness. And I want to point out that you don't have to be famous or popular. There are people who are known in the media. You don't have to be like that, because ripple effect is very real and it's powerful. And every single one of you guys here who are sitting down, you guys can make a difference. Please never underestimate this, how far your small effort can go to influence the community that you're in. And we all have a choice. We have our action, voice, our vote. There are so many ways that we can influence people around us and the community around us. So I want to end by saying, let's be great changes that we can be in our community. Thank you so much for listening to my story.